What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerdcastle. It's time for us to play some Nantucket. There once was a man from Nantucket who rolled in a boat with a bucket. He sat around whaling, drifting and sailing. I don't know. I really don't care about that rhyme enough to finish it. I'll be honest with you, I got bored halfway through. We are whaling today, and so we're going to be hunting whales. It is the whaling season, which means that pretty much we just want to sit on this spot and harvest whales as much as possible. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me know in the comments if you actually want to see the process of me whaling. Just this once, I'm going to keep you guys along with it. That's a young narwhal right there. Okay, let's go ahead and fight a narwhal. How do we do on damage? Oh, we one-shotted him with Rufus. Very nice. You guys are getting pretty solid at murder over here. We killed the narwhal in one go, and the goal here is essentially just to take back as much blubber as we can possibly get. You can also take back food with you, and you can sell the food actually in good supply to trade it for other things. That's what I personally like to do. We only have 88 days of water left. I think that's because we had to throw out a couple of barrels. Yeah, it'll be alright. We have enough water to make it through the entire whaling season, and so let's keep going. The whaling season goes until like September 21st, so we've got plenty of time. We could actually hang out here, kill whales, go back, you know. We've got plenty of time to just whack these things over and over and over again. If we could find an adult narwhal, that'd make this a lot easier, but I don't know what the actual rep gain is for that. I don't know if you get a ton of prestige for that, or if it's just one of those things. Hey, there we go. Rufus doing all kinds of whale killing today. Rufus is becoming quite the accomplished whale killer. We only get 2 blubber for that one and 1 food, but good enough for me. In fact, I'm going to harvest some whales for a while, and I'll get back with you when I'm done. So we had a little event here while I'm out whaling. At the moment, we're sitting on about $500 worth of blubber. Every time you spend the evening telling stories and singing shanties with your crew, you notice that a lot of people avoid you because they find you annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot that we got a social disorder by hanging out on a boat too much. The situation seems to be made worse by a hysterical man in your crew because the crew likes his sense of humor much better than yours. I can remove his funny trait. I can leave him alone. I can steal some jokes from him, or I might lose that. Ask him to help you with your sense of humor. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Even if your ego hurt a little bit, the time with your man you spent was great, and you have learned a lot of no funny jokes. Oh, cool, so it worked out. We lost 1 prestige. That's okay, because we should be getting prestige every single time we kill a whale, I think. A prestige is 11, so yeah, we get prestige every time we kill a whale or bring in a certain haul. We got 5 morale for Eduardo, because he now knows, apparently, that we think he's funny. We got the funny trait, which I think means people like us better. Yeah, good stuff right there. I don't know what people's morale is looking like right now, but in general, it looks okay. I've assigned them to the sick bay, so that while we're out here whaling, things won't go too wrong. And there we go. With an abundance of food in the hold and a small crew, your men believe the food supply is inexhaustible and begin taking large portions of food. No! Everyone must stick to the rations. They do not understand they need to keep active and fit. Honestly, working on a boat seems like it would keep you trim anyways. That reminds me when I was roofing, man. I was skinny as a rail. I was shredded when I was doing roofing all day, every day. You lose weight fast doing that job. It drops off with a quickness. What is that? Oh, somebody's ready to level up. Okay. Let's get the whaleboats down and going, and I will upgrade people when we get back. Whenever there's an event, I'll try to pop back in, I think. I don't know. Oh, we got a young narwhal. Okay. Hopefully we can land the killing blow over here before things get too rowdy. And nobody rolled a good dice right there, and so he's gone underwater. That's actually not as bad as it could have been. I don't have any other dice, unfortunately. We have a strike right there, but I can't use it because he's immersed, unfortunately. And so those damn whales going underwater, I think that's what later on you get a thing called hooking or like rigging or something like that. And from what I understand, that makes it so they can't submerge, so you don't have that problem anymore. We got 12 damage right there. I'll take that. I'll take that. That whale is down, but Rufus needs to go to the sick bay. Yeah, we have $500 worth of blubber on board. We also have a lot of food. I should be able to sell that for around $100, $120. And like that, we're all full up. I've got 28 units of blubber that are all ready to go back to Nantucket. Pretty good hunting season for us. This place will be open until September 21st, so chances are we can come back. But my suggestion would be there we go, put a navigator back on that side. If you don't have an experienced navigator doing experienced navigator things, bad stuff is going to happen to you, I promise you. If you put them inside the forecastle, you'll note that their health goes back up while they're sailing as well. Irving's got himself... I'm going to pause that real fast. The sound of singing is drowning out my ability to do... So he's got a new ability. He can be a harpooner, a man-at-arms, or a survivor. Survivors are hardened men, versatile hunters capable of hunting even the most extreme conditions. Let's make him a survivor. That sounds pretty good. He's got 20 health. Dude, these songs are going right now. I want to drop a beat on this. You put a beat on it hella hard, make it go. That'd be the stuff right there. That's the new thing, man. Whaler rap. We've already got mumble rap, which is the worst thing ever invented. And so we might as well have whaler rap, pirate rap. The same thing that happened to heavy metal is going to happen to rap. It's just going to get ruined by weird niches and goofy gimmicks. All the way down to Nantucket. Somehow I have a hard time believing all sailors are these good as singers, man. These guys are carrying harmony strong. They're staying on it right now. They got them fifths and thirds all taken care of. These guys leveled up a little bit, so their lay has gone up. The cruise lay was $50 for that month at sea. Not bad at all. Actually, that's a really good wage for the time period. $50 for a month at sea. That meant you were on course to make about $600 a year, which is 3 times what the average person was making back then. Making that good money, but then again, you know how sailors do. You got to spend it all on shore leave. Because you going back out to sea, you might die anyways. We're floating on the ocean on what is basically a plank. Let's go ahead and we're going to go to the store. We have way too much food. And so I'm going to drop that on back down to like right there. That made about $240. Not bad. We're finally over $1,000. Some of that's going to get eaten up by the fact that I have to buy supplies, but actually we've got decent amounts of supplies too. So we're going to hold on to a decent grip of cash right there. Not bad. I don't think there's any ships we can buy for this price, unfortunately, but we do what we have to do. It looks like our sailing speed is still being worked on. That's not going to get done until August, so we've got a couple more days till that's all finished off. So the one that I want right here is I want to get this, but I think we need to hire a surgeon in order to get that. We have to have somebody on our crew that's capable. So do any of these have a max crew of 4? That means I'm going to have to drop one of my hunters to get a... Not right now, but later on I'll have to drop one of my hunters to pick up a medic so that he can do the medical research. I think we have to have somebody on board who knows how to do this. And so a man has the sick bay skill. We need the sick bay skill, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We need the sick bay skill. Let's go to the inn, and let's see if we can find anybody with that skill. I don't know. There it is. So we would need this guy right here. He's actually quite a bit higher level, though, unfortunately. I can hire him. It'd work out okay. It might be a good idea just to do it now. What does he do? Health points regained, resting in the forecastle are increased, and then upgrade allows you to install and improve the ship's sick bay compartment. Yeah, I kind of wish there was a median ship in here somewhere. What I'm running into is that I want to go for a schooner. I want to have something with more cargo, more speed, more crew, more whaleboats. I don't want to get something that's like a linear upgrade if I can help it. Just because, like, going from a sloop to a cutter, that's all right, but it gives us speed, but it doesn't give us any more cargo or anything else. Like, the thing that I want is to actually have a tangible upgrade from the ship that I'm putting together. We've also got a barkentine over here. I wonder if you can get anything bigger. I think a barkentine is just like a smaller version of a bark. I don't know. I don't know enough stuff about ships to tell you. Am I able to, like, name things? I was hoping I'd be able to name things, because I'm going to stream this game in the future. Twitch TV/Splattercat Gaming, and I wanted to see if I could name, like, things after viewers and stuff like that. The 4th U.S. Census says their population is at 10 million. The New York Eye Infirmary opens its doors. It's the first eye hospital in the U.S. Rudolph the Mad arrested after spectacular chase. We can discover a new whaling area. That's in the Greenland Sea, 22 days away. I am going to take that because we're going to go out and whale anyways, and so hopefully we land on this one in season. That would be really, really awesome. It's 22 days away. So let's go an extra grip of everything, even though I know they're just going to spin it up faster. That's one of the downsides of this game is if you carry too much stuff with you, you get tons of negative events where people get gluttonous or they get lazy or they get a whole bunch of stuff. And so you got to kind of keep it in a sweet spot when you play, not having too little but not having too much supplies. It's kind of an odd thing about this title. Let's go ahead and take this thing full on forward. We're going to clear out some space over here. Sounds good to me. What kind of whale is that? Maybe a gray whale or something. A lot of water in the hold. People want to take double rations. Negatory. We're not going to do that here today. Morale is up because everybody had a payday, so I'm not that worried about it. Fin ahoy! Ooh, it could be a precious whale. Yeah, lead the hunt. These ones can be kind of scary sometimes when you do them because the whales that you can get can be, like, way more badass than you. It's 2 humpbacks, actually. Wow. Okay. So that one is stunned because of deep waters. We got 12 damage off right there. We'll kill that one. This one wasn't able to act on this turn, so that saved us a little bit of damage from him. I think they have an attack that does, yeah, they do 4 damage instead of doing 3 like the rest of the whales we've been killing lately. There goes 2 humpback whales. That should be actually a pretty good grip of blubber. 12 blubber right there. Good lord, they just single-handedly made this a successful trip for us. We're about to make that moolah. We're about to get that money. And this is active from June to 20... Oh, so technically I should probably go to that other one. Whale boats and check the area. You've discovered a new whaling area, but your presence made the creatures nervous. Prepare to fight. All right, prepare to do battle with the inglorious serpents of the sea, ye lads. Raise high the harpoons and make ready to take their blubber. Ooh, these guys are a little nasty. Ooh, especially if we're going to be rolling poorly. Oh, God. They deal so much damage. Yeah, I don't want to mess with killer whales, man. These things are too smart. Why did I get a double bleed right there? Oh, and a random crew member just got stunned, further lowering our chances of getting a successful attack off. We got a 12 right there. Take him out. We might lose a sailor. We might lose a captain. It's a very real thing that could happen right now. So he's going to come out of his stun. We've got, like, 1 turn. If the captain dies, it's game over. So we're kind of playing with our lives right now if we don't get a damage off. There it is. Okay, we just barely survived that one. I don't think I want to hunt killer whales anymore. I don't think we have the HP for this. There's another $200, a little bit more food. And I would say it's a good idea that we head back to town. So this entire area is really active. So the whaling season, I'll probably come back after huntbacks before anything else. The captain is at low HP, so keep the captain where he's at. We're going to go back and reclaim our bounty for dealing with the enemy here. Fin ahoy. No, we don't have time. The ocean offers plenty of whales. We'll hunt the next one. Yeah, we've got a full hold anyways, so if we get a big humpback whale fight, it's not really going to help out that much. Irving is good. We've got, with a lot of water in the hold and a small crew, the water barrels have gone putrid. Throw away the putrid ones. That'll be alright. That did lower the amount of stuff we had, though. Captain's going to start healing up right there as we sail back. Because of the abundance of food, one of your men decides to be a picky eater and rummages through the stores, choosing the most pristine vegetables and leanest cuts of meat. He becomes a gourmet. Okay, go for it. What does the gourmet trait do? It says it's a positive trait, so what is that? 100 plus... Oh, so as long as he has food, his morale is higher. Fantastic. Good stuff. We've got healed right there. What does that mean? Oh, I'm healing. Okay. Enter the harbor. We made a lot of money today. We made about $400. The cruise lay was going to be a little bit worse, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. The bonus here is that we get to sell off a pretty decent stack of food. And so there we go. Looks good to me. And then on top of that, we've got revolution breaks out in Lisbon against John VI of Portugal. American pioneer explorer Daniel Boone died at the age of 85. Daniel Boone killed a bar here. He was illiterate. He barely knew how to write, Daniel Boone. A lot of people back then didn't know how to read or write, but Daniel Boone, that's one of the prevailing legends about him, is that there's a tree somewhere down in Appalachia where Daniel Boone killed a bar here, and with a year underneath it. And so I don't know if that actually happened, but that's one of those legends in America. If you don't know who Daniel Boone is, he's an American folk hero. He was a trapper, wilderness man, and explorer who pushed out west. I think Daniel Boone was responsible for Tennessee, Kentucky, and a couple of other areas. He was responsible for trailblazing out there. That's pretty much what he did, and he got super famous for it. President Monroe sets aside land in Washington for the creation of a botanic garden. Well, there's our whaling area right there. $200. Money is money, my friends. As it stands right now, I think we are going to have to kick somebody loose. And I don't really want to, because I kind of like the crew that we have. It says he's got a clean bill of health. Okay. But if we want to pick up that better ship, we need somebody with the research skill to make it happen. And so that kind of puts us in a rough situation here. We have lots of extra prestige, which means technically I could fire somebody and hire better people that are like more efficient at killing and sailing and stuff like that. We could ditch Eduardo, but Eduardo's funny, I'm funny, and that makes sure that we have like a ton of morale when we go out to sea, And so it kind of works well as kind of a tag team effort between him and I to keep the crew happy. And it's doing a great job right now, so I don't see any reason to replace him. He also gets that bonus right there to make me sail faster, and I think that's a bigger deal than a lot of people let on. Did we finish our research over here? Yeah, it's September. We should have finished our research. There it is. So we sail a little bit faster than we did before. Now, we could start the research on the surgical kit. We have $1,700. It's going to take us a little while before we have enough money to do what I want to do. The whaling season is over here, but we could head down south and go after humpbacks, I think. There's no other jobs around, so I think that might be what we want to do. Like, if I could start the research, then go down and do humpbacks for a little while, that'd be the optimal way to do it. Then we could come back. It's going to cost us $6 grand to get into a brig. Bummer. It looks like the... Oh, no, the brigantine is what I was going after. It's going to cost us $6,000. I do wish there was a smaller ship with a better cargo hold to make that transition a little bit smoother. It'd be nice if there was a small ship that had an upgrade to, like, oh, I don't know, what's the cargo on this guy? Maybe if there was a smaller ship with an upgrade to 80 cargo, that'd be nice. That way you could go for longer whaling trips, which will allow you to make more money. We also don't have access to, if we go over here, oh, that's a different ship. That one's got a Triworks on it. Okay, so we would need the Triworks research too. And we also need lenses. So let's go ahead and we'll put the money into lenses for right now, so that we have wider range of vision when we're sailing. Basically just work on one requirement at a time so that I can get there. Now, what were our supplies looking like? About 130 days. Okay. Come sail away, it's time to do some gangster stuff on the ocean fair. So you gotta sing it like Gaston. Because everybody knows no one wails like Gaston. No one sails like Gaston. In a whitening match, nobody pales like Gaston. I don't know. By the time we get down here, this starts in December, was it? So that starts in December. These don't end till September, but by the time we get over there, it'll be over. And so it looks like there's 2 whaling seasons by and large. Let's sail out to Horta. And we'll see what they've got going on. Maybe they got jobs or something like that for us. We actually made really good time over here because we sailed on the easterlies right there. And so we got there 3 days ahead of schedule. Let's enter the harbor. We'll see if there's any jobs or any work or anything like that. You guys got any job for me? Deliver goods to Honolulu. That'd be a great job because of the free XP, but I don't have the cargo space. Do we have anybody over here that looks like they can do any of the jobs that we do a little bit better than we do them? Now, this guy will make us sail 10% faster, but Eduardo's doing like... Oh, Dennis has it too. Might be worth it to fire him and take... He's got Diligent. Yeah, fire Eduardo, and then we will take Dennis. He's a faster sailor. So his innate bonus is 14%. He'll make us 24% faster, whereas the other guy was making us 14. And then I'm pretty sure this guy had a negative effect. Didn't he? I thought he had a... Oh, his lay goes to the captain. So basically, he's like our protege, is how that works with Eduardo. Huh, so if he dies, we get his cut. It's basically the version of MMOs. If you die, can I have your stuff? All right, but we'll take in Dennis for right now, so he's orphaned again. Sucks to be him. Well, there's nothing going on here, so that's a bummer. Maybe we'll sail over to Scotland, possibly? I don't know. We've never been over to Europe, so I figure we might as well do it, although I don't. This is the smallest ship ever. I really do not feel comfortable about sailing across the ocean in a ship this small. Working shoulder by shoulder with one of your men, you come to appreciate his work ethic, so you copy his attitude. He has Diligent. Let's go for it. We've copied his way of thinking, and we are now Diligent. Your captain has got a trait which allows him to do a skill point. Very nice. I'm going to put it into hunting so that when we level up, the next time we kill a whale, basically, at that point, I'll have 3 hunting, which will give me another ability down here, which is the one I was talking about, where you can actually fix harpoons to the whale with a rope, and so he can't immerse anymore. We almost caught that storm right there. That would have been no bueno. We got rocks right there. There we go. Enter the harbor at Petershead. We've made our way over to Scotland. We didn't make any money, so that's going to hurt morale a little bit. Spain offers land grants to anybody that wants to settle Florida. A colossal statue of Ramses II is discovered in Memphis. And then Royal Observatory established in the Cape of Good Hope by George IV. We can deliver goods to Nantucket, but we need 75 right there. We can unveil the Lizzie's Destiny, which was lost. I think that's a good idea. Anything that allows me to have money. She was traveling from Peterhead to Cape Town. We'll take it. Sounds good to me. Peter's Head is a resupply point, or Peterhead is a resupply point. And so it's a good idea to grab what we can while we're here. However, they don't have very good sailors in Peterhead. They have really good wares, but they don't have quite as many sailors. They've only got a 2-star rating on sailors, although, frankly, from what I'm looking at right now, it seems like they've got just as many sailors as anybody else. We're at 15 prestige already. I'm feeling good about this. Okay. Let's get off and on our way. We are still actively working on lenses. Did I not finalize lenses? I must not have finalized lenses. Okay. On the plus side, I rarely get down to this little African area over here. And so the winds are not favorable going that way, though. It looks like if you want to catch favorable winds, you got to go along South America and do it that way. Alright, well, let's follow the trail for right now, because it looks like they tried to go straight for it. And if we try to go all the way around with South America and whatever, it's not going to work out so great. We have a storm right there. Did it go? Yeah, I think it's gone. Hopefully this is soon rather than later. I would hate to have to make it all the way down to Cape Town before this starts working for me. We're also going to make really piss-poor time on the way down there because the winds in this area are just not favorable. The captain is actually leveled up. Good. He got XP from just running around. We'll give him a hunting point, and then we can take... Oh, I don't know. We can split him up. We can go with Fasten, which I think keeps the enemy from diving. Character's hunting die gains fastening at sea creatures. Add bleeding plus add fastened. I think it makes it so they can't dive, but it also fills in one of the sides of our dice, which is really nice. Covering fire can be solid as well, but it's only against humans. So covering fire negates whatever their attack is, while at the same time allowing you to deal damage, which makes it a pretty solid ability. Something to keep in mind. We are officially a level 2 captain. Aw, yes. There it is. We found it. Your lookout spots a smoke plume in the distance coming from a burning ship. Approaching the ship. It looks like the one you were looking for, but the fire is rapidly destroying it. We could get $300. I don't really need the prestige, so I'm going to go for $300. They probably had navigation problems. We found some money in the captain's cabin, so there you go. $300 for us. Let's take this thing back up to Peterhead. We'll turn it in. Now we got the wind on our side, so we should travel pretty quickly all the way back. We have sailors who have leveled up down in here, so I think it's a good idea that we go ahead and assign their skills. This guy, Rufus, let's go ahead and make him a harpooner. I'm not planning on being a pirate fighter anytime soon, so once we get a second boat that we can send out to fight with pirates, I'll probably get like a boat that's specialized in fighting human beings, but up until then, I really don't see the point. I wonder if I can go like all up in here. Oh, it looks like I almost can. Interesting. Well, we're low on supplies, so let's not worry about that for right now. Let's pull into Peterhead. We'll enter the harbor. We're going to spend almost all the money we made on that job, unfortunately, trying to buy new supplies. But it did give us 250 XP. No, never mind. It gave us prestige. Various ships have found a presence of large quantities of whales in the South Pacific. Could be a new area. Okay, so we'll use that as a cue to go where we need to go in order to get our job done. We got 55 days left of supplies over there. It's going to be 90 days before we can get to the South Pacific. So I would say to bring 150 days of everything before we head on out. Yeah, that actually cost us money. That's okay, though. Maybe we'll find another active whaling zone down here. We're basically stuck not doing anything until December, and so I don't see any real reason to stress ourselves out about things. The place we're looking for is in the South Pacific. How far in the South Pacific? I don't see a marker. Oh, the South Pacific. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Atlantic. I'm an idiot. It's way over there. So, yeah, that's definitely a different whaling area. I guess we could whale out a Cobro Rekka if we wanted to. It's December 11th. I think the better plan for right now is to whale the season over here in the Gulf of Mexico. And then once we do that, a lot of water in the hold, people want to get hydrated. No! Away with your morale. Everyone goes thirsty on this ship. Work to live. Live to work. It's going to take us 31 days to get over there, but we have 150 days worth of supplies. I would really love to take advantage of this whaling season. We are 4 days ahead of schedule right now, no doubt due to the fact that we have an incredible navigator at the helm. He gives us like a plus 25%, and so yeah, he's good to have. What is it saying right now? What is this? This is technology news. Oh, we finished the crow's nest research. Okay. I don't know if that already did it. It's ready in -7 days, so we are going to have to go back to Peterhead at some point. We sailed through a storm without any major problems. I'm going to whale out the season right here, and I'll hit you with the next episode once I've hunted whales for, 30-plus days. Bye, everybody. This game's called Nantucket. Grab the download link down below if you wanted to get the game for yourself. I highly recommend it. I think this game is super rad, and I think you're missing out if you decide to walk away from it. Nonetheless, you can watch it here if you want. I will see y'all later. Hi-do.